People love to hate on the Kardashians for this reason or that, but let me tell you, Miss Kylie Jenner might just win you over with her insane shrimp taco recipe. I finally caved in and decided to give these a try, and I was actually so surprised by my result. If you're as curious as I was, then you're in luck because I'm going to show you exactly how to make these in just a few simple steps. First, we're building a flavor base by chopping up 2 juicy tomatoes, 1 white onion, and a whole bunch of cilantro. You'll want to chop up these components into relatively small pieces because, as you'll see a little bit later, this is the base of our shrimp stir fry. Now here's a little hack on how to get a perfectly diced onion. Start by chopping off the very top, keeping the root intact. Now make vertical slits starting at the root, dragging your knife until the end, moving from right to left. Now turn your onion sideways and chop like normal from one side to the other, and you'll be left with perfectly diced pieces. Unfortunately though, this doesn't prevent the onion enzymes from burning your eyes and making you cry while chopping, so comment below to help a girl out if you have any tips on how to prevent this. Now this next part might be a little controversial, but stick with me. Take a full bunch of cilantro and chop up finely, stem included. I know, it seems crazy, but did you know the cilantro stems are actually perfectly edible and full of flavor? It's even recommended by chefs to minimize waste and maximize flavor. Now let's move on to the fun part, aka the shrimp. For this recipe, you'll want to use 1 pound of peeled and deveined white shrimp. For some reason, mine still had the tails on them, so I gently pulled these off and chopped up my shrimp into 2 to 3 pieces. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect because it's all eventually going into a stir fry. Now make sure you're watching this next part very closely because this is exactly what Kylie does to achieve these ultra flavorful, viral worthy tacos. For seasonings, Kylie says she uses a ton of Old Bay and onion powder. I'm gonna spice mine up even further and use a ton of garlic powder and my favorite Celtic sea salt. Now stir this up well and make sure that every single shrimpy is coated in seasoning.
Shrimpies!
Now that our prep work is done, we'll move everything over to the stove area as we get ready to start cooking. In a pan, add 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil and toss in your onion and tomatoes. Mix this around and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes before adding in some salt to help draw out the moisture, a couple cloves of minced garlic, and all of that cilantro that we chopped up earlier. At this point, your house should smell like actual heaven, but don't stop here because this next part is where it gets really good. Add in your shrimpies and let this cook for about 5 minutes or so. Now move these off of the heat and let's work on our shells. In a separate pan, add in about 1/2 to 1 cup of high heat cooking oil like avocado oil. Once it's hot, add in your white corn tortilla shells and let it cook for about 2 minutes to lightly brown on one side. In the meantime, I had to give our shrimp a sample, and wow, this was so good already. I can't wait for the finished product. Next, flip your tortilla shell on the other side and cook for 1 minute before shaping into a taco shell formation and holding it there for about another minute. I like a medium crunchy taco shell, so about 5 minutes is the perfect cook time for me. Then I moved it onto a paper towel lined plate and let it cool as I started working on the rest of my shells. At this point, it was smelling so good that I actually gained an audience who was patiently awaiting her dinner. I told her we were close but not quite there yet because we still have one more ingredient to make that literally ties the tacos together. If you saw my last video, you'll know that I've been on a guacamole kick after I got this molcajete for my Christmas present. I swear this makes the most delicious and addicting guac I've ever had in my entire life. If you don't have a molcajete, you need to go to Amazon right now and order one. Then go watch my last YouTube video where I show you how to make this perfect guac recipe. Then you'll be exactly like me, finding any excuse to make a side of guac with your meals. I made guacamole, meatballs, and pasta the other night, and my boyfriend was like, okay, I think this might be a little bit too far. Just kidding, that sounds pretty gross, but hey, you never know until you try. But speaking of that, comment below if you guys have any recipe requests or recommendations for me to make next time. I love hearing from you guys, and I'm so grateful to every single person who watches my videos and subscribes to my channel. So yeah, leave me a comment below. Tell me what's your name, where are you from, what's your favorite food, and I'll get back to you soon. Now back to the tacos. Your guac is done. It's officially time to plate your food and enjoy. These tacos are fresh and flavorful. They're savory and seriously so addicting. I'm so glad I finally tried them, and I'm definitely going to be adding them to my rotation of recipes. Big shout out to Kylie Jenner for this recipe because these did not disappoint. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I post a new video every single Friday where I show you how to make quick, easy, and delicious recipes in 30 minutes or less. Comment below if you have any recipe requests for me, and I will see you on the next video.